Well, hey, very good afternoon, evening, wherever you might be coming from.
Maybe morning. It
Could be.
Hey, if you're watching us in Singapore, welcome to an emergency live broadcast from Mark and Rocky.
Yeah, this time we didn't even bother to go with our normal backdrop because you know what? There are more important things to talk about, such as the new Carnival Rewards program.
Y'all, we got some reactions to share with you, and we're answering your questions. We want to hear from you as well. We've heard from, honestly, how many texts,
Oh.
Instagram messages, Twitter messages, how many messages would you say we've received today?
Well, I have 122 unread text messages as of right now. I don't know what you've been fielding, Mark, because I've been so busy editing some videos.
For those who may not be aware, Carnival today announced a change to their VIFP, very important fun person loyalty program.
Correct.
That will be coming our way in June of 2026. So, whoa, they're giving us a full year preview before it launches. So that's cool.
Sure, that's great. If you don't mind spending a little extra time working on your status.
And there are some big changes. We're going to talk through those. We're gonna see who's here.
Yep.
We'll go through some of the big changes that are coming to the program and share our thoughts. Because as a Diamond Carnival cruiser,
and as a Platinum Carnival cruiser,
we have some thoughts, y'all.
We do indeed. Let's hit to the news boards here. We've got Marcy was here about 10 minutes ago. She said, "I don't like this at all."
I think Marcy just got off of
Radiance.
I think Marcy is a Carnival cruiser.
She is.
I mean, Marcy, you've got to be what, double Diamond by this point in time. She has cruised a lot, so there's probably going to be a lot of loyalty over here from a Carnival Cruise Line perspective.
I would have to agree with you there. Blake said, "Let's get ready to rumble."
Yep, we're gonna rumble.
It's true. Lee is here. Lisa S said hi.
Hi, Lisa.
And Blake said, "But first, everyone, be sure to hit that thumbs up to support the channel and boost the video." Thank you so much, Blake, for your support.
And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. We'd love to. We're going to be posting right after this live. We actually recorded a full overview of the program, so we're going to share that right after this live. But we wanted to, instead of building our reaction into that video, we just wanted to share with cruisers kind of the facts, just the facts, ma'am. But this is our chance to share with you our reaction.
Exactly. Thomas wanted to know if it's 8 p.m. Eastern. No, it is Arizona time. Well, Eastern, yes.
Yeah,
there
was
8
p.m.
Eastern. 8 p.m.
Eastern.
Yes.
Yep. Hi, Eastern Coast.
Blake said, "I gotta say, after our Virgin Voyages sailing in February, it was already gonna be really hard going back to Carnival, and this kind of only cements that for us."
So, y'all, the number of comments or texts I've received today from people saying, they've just done away with my loyalty. I don't like, what are they thinking? Again, we'll get into that in a minute.
Yep.
I do want to recognize everyone who's here first real quick.
Kathy P is here. Hey, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
Mike is here as well. Connie is here. Happy Wednesday Night Live.
Wednesday Night Live.
I know.
I know it's rare.
It is.
Very rare.
But when there's big news, we got to be here for it.
And then it's big.
Brandy's here. Hello, Brandy. I know this impacts you a little bit.
Another very loyal Carnival cruiser. Yes.
Yep. Bud is here as well. Bud, I hope you had a wonderful birthday celebration. Lisa S, I don't think the calculator they have to do does tentatively see potential stars as good. Not everyone pays the same price, and that isn't taken into the configuration.
Yeah.
We agree there are some struggles there.
So for me to maintain or retain my Diamond status with Carnival, I will now have to earn 100,000 stars. And I'll have to earn that every 2 years during their status qualifying period.
Yep.
And so for those that haven't read through, I mean, we have spent I had an alarm set at 7 a.m. this morning in the event that it got posted at 10 a.m. Eastern. It didn't get posted till about noon.
Right.
So we've been refreshing Carnival's site pretty much every couple of minutes this morning. And Rocky was like, "It's live, it's live."
and it was go time.
And so we have literally not stopped since then. We've read every FAQ.
Yep.
We've accessed every single one of their 400 websites. I don't know if you've clicked around on those websites and gotten lost. I mean, we have so many tabs open up on Chrome right now that we're like, where
where did I see that note and how do we get back to it is the challenge.
But VIFP, the very important fun person program, it's gone. It's going away.
Yep.
So good news, if you are that person that was worried about earning your status with Carnival, you still have time. You still have almost a year.
That's right.
To earn VIFP points.
Now that means that you have to not only book it, but also sail You complete the sailing by June 1st of 26.
You have to earn those points because anyone that has reached that level will then be grandfathered in.
Yep.
So red, gold, platinum, you get red, gold, platinum, you get grandfathered in for 2 full years.
At that status. But you also have the opportunity to increase your status during those 2 years.
What do you mean grandfathered for 2 years? The last time that Carnival did a change, they grandfathered in forever. Or so we thought.
Well,
gone are the days of forever status with Carnival Cruise Line. And that is probably the biggest shocker of this news today.
Yeah.
So we talked about this. So Virgin Voyages, when they launched the Sailing Club, you remember that?
I do.
September 1st, 2022, we posted a video from Virgin Voyages. Don't watch it because we've come a long way since then.
It's a little sketchy.
But they posted a video where they said that you were going to have to earn tokens to achieve status. And we said, could this be a sign of a cruise company being like airlines and resetting the status and you have to re-earn it?
Right.
Thankfully, that never came to fruition.
Right.
Never actually did anything.
Not yet.
Virgin Voyages.
Not yet.
I did not expect Carnival Cruise Line. Of all of the cruise lines out there, I didn't expect Carnival to be the first to market on saying, hey, you're going to have to re-earn your status every single 2 years.
And it's interesting, like we've seen other cruise lines that have a rotating status option, like MSC Cruises and Disney Cruises. You have to sail with them at least once every 5 years to maintain status.
Okay.
5 years is absolutely doable.
And it's one sailing.
And it's one sailing. Yeah, to keep your status. But with Carnival, it's a 2-year window and then it resets. And it's based on what you've done in those first 2 years or the previous 2 years is what attaches itself to the new 2 years. It's a very rigid system. And I just don't know that that's going to go over well because June 1st, what an odd time. So they're banking on everyone doing their summer travels.
Yep.
And that's going to build out your banks. And then you're going to continue around, and instead of it being a calendar year, which I think would be way easier for people to understand.
Yeah. June 1st to May 31st is, it is a bit confusing.
And it's not even the normal halfway mark of a year. Usually it's July 1st is the second half of the year.
I didn't even think about that.
June 30th. So there's a lot of weird things that Carnival chose to do with this adjustment.
So you now will have to earn your points. And so every dollar you spend with Carnival, and let me clarify, not every dollar.
No.
Any dollar you spend toward your cruise fare. Government taxes don't count. Port fees don't count. Other fees that they may exclude don't count. So your cruise, the fare portion, as well as shore excursions or spa treatments or any of those sorts of things. So if you book a lot of those, you're going to be earning points, or you're going to be earning stars, and points. So you've got stars over here and points over here, which we'll talk about. 3 points for every dollar you spend.
Correct. And 3 stars for every dollar you spend.
So for me to earn diamond status at 100,000 points, that's almost $34,000 I have to spend every 2 years. And if I'm traveling for a wedding next year, or if I'm doing other cruises, or I'm doing something else that doesn't allow me to cruise as much, well then I got to make up a big chunk of spending in the 1 year. Like if I don't spread it out across 2 full years. Okay, sorry. Who else is here? Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
We are. Shannon Teague is here. She said she doesn't like it at all. It's not a loyalty program at all.
We've heard that. I've heard that many times. It's not a loyalty program.
Right. Miss Aretha, hi guys and everyone.
Hi, Miss Aretha.
Bill Dime said hello. Everyone can't believe the changes. Wow. Cruising with Brandy said hello, Miss Aretha. Got the email and she is confused. Good news. We're here to help.
Yes.
Tom, hello, Mark and Rocky and everyone. Here's the scoop. Here for the scoop from the professionals. Thank you so much. Marcy said 18 days till Diamond. Don't know if it's worth it now. Hey, you know what? In this case, I'm going to say if you're that close to Diamond, you're better off getting it because you hold your Diamond status for 6 years.
6 years.
Not 6 years from the day you earn Diamond, but 6 years from June 1st, 2026.
Yes. So you would retain your Diamond status until 2032.
Correct.
Which that is nice. And so for anyone that is approaching it and believes that they will still sail Carnival, but here's the reality is, will you re-earn that Diamond status? Will you spend enough money? Do you spend enough money?
Right.
Now, we did receive a couple messages from folks that play in the casino a ton. Great news, you casino players. The points you earn in the casino convert to stars. And so if you earn 300 points on your next casino sailing on the slot machine, that converts to 300 stars.
Right.
But you need to spend a lot of money in the casino too in order to get to that level.
So this is another question, and I don't know that it's been expressed or
Okay.
explained throughout any FAQs, Mark. But
Okay.
we'll come.
Okay, sorry.
Come to those.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
But if you are diamond, right, and
Yes.
you hold on to your diamond status for the 6 years, do you have 6 years to maintain your diamond status, or is only the
It is
2
only
years?
the 2 years. It's very clear. It's very clear.
Okay.
It is only you have a 2-year earning or a 2-year qualifying period and then a redemption. Now we get to keep it.
Right.
So if I don't hit it in the next 2 years,
Correct.
that's fine.
Right.
But it is very clear that it is 2 years.
So for diamond to maintain it at the end of that period, it only looks back at the 2 years prior to 2020 or 2032.
Correct. Because if you don't earn it in 2030, from June 1st, 2030 to May 31st, 2032, then your diamond status resets. Now, it would reset to whatever you've earned. So if you've earned 52,000 points,
then
you would drop from diamond to platinum.
Right.
But think about that, y'all. If I'm diamond, if you are diamond, if you're platinum with Carnival, whatever level you are, and you've sailed for so many years and you drop because you're no longer loyal because you haven't spent enough, that's a weird. I don't like it.
No.
I don't like. Okay, sorry.
That's like a demotion.
It is a demotion. It literally is a demotion.
Yeah. Two Idiots, One Ship is here. They said, same, frustrated, maybe done. Diamond members for a while now, but apparently this change is big, but not beautiful, and you're not going to love it.
Yeah.
It's true. Connie said that she is not a carny, but I'm not sure if she will be.
I don't know who's like, let's join now. Like if I'm a brand new cruiser and I'm going on my first cruise, I'm going to go on Carnival and I'm going to have a blast.
Sure.
I really am. I'm probably not thinking, who am I going to earn loyalty with when I book my cruise? I'm going for vacation.
Right.
But for those who are regular cruisers,
those who are a big part of the VIFP program,
I think this gives them a reason. What do you think? Do you think this gives people a reason to look at other cruise lines? Do you think Carnival Rewards gives people a chance? Does this announcement cause people to go, I think I'm going to look to see what other rewards plans are out there.
And the beautiful thing is you still have 2 cruise lines that do status match, MSC Cruises and Virgin Voyages. So you can still bring your status over to them, which is great.
Speaking of.
Shannon's going to try MSC out of Galveston. Miss Aretha's going to switch to Virgin.
Okay. Virgin status matches.
Paul doesn't think anyone wants to sail Carnival, so there's that opinion as well. Miss Aretha said, nope, she got screwed the last time when they made the changes and she's over it. So that was when they introduced the VIFP program from the Carnival.
No, it was still so they rolled out 2012 and they changed its number of cruises. And
I know, but it wasn't called the same from what I read online. Shannon, they should just set a price to status to get your status on each cruise and avoid the confusion.
Interesting. Yeah.
Do it. It's almost back to the per night status. Lisa S. I also feel that there is a push for more people to spend in the space and excursions. It's very true.
So in the video that we're going to put out here after this,
Spa.
In the video that we put out after this, I mean, truly, if you think about it, what this program is doing for Carnival is it's designed to get all of us to spend more money.
Right.
And really, at the end of the day, isn't that what any company wants?
Sure.
But that's not really a loyalty program.
That's not a loyalty program.
That's not a program. And sure, there are perks. It's not just about us spending money. There are perks, but you got to spend a lot of money on a very regular basis to maintain those perks. And honestly, I got to ask you, how much is a bag of laundry worth it? I mean,
it's true.
Is it?
I mean, it's worth the cost of checking a bag on the airlines if you don't have that feature, right? And now with Southwest Airlines getting rid of free bags, you really have to have either an airlines program.
But I mean, no. How much is it worth?
Right.
How much literally is that bag of laundry worth? Is it worth $35,000?
I don't think it is.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't checked the prices recently, but I think you'd still come out ahead if you just bought the laundry.
Right. Wait, so if you get laundry done while on board and you pay for that, then that should actually accumulate stars.
It counts towards your stars. Yeah.
There you go.
Now, laundry perk, one of the biggest questions that we've been asked is, does laundry still exist? Yes, laundry perk still exists. However, it changes.
It does.
So platinum cruisers now get between 1 and 4 bags, depending on the length of your sailing, and diamond get 2 to 5 bags. And so I think I've never needed more bags than I've had on a Carnival cruise.
Right.
But it does change depending on the length of your sailing.
Right. Marcy said, what about things you purchase pre-cruise like Cheers? Yeah, so all of that applies as well.
Yep.
as long as the cruise happens post June 1st, 26.
Yes.
Miss Aretha said, "What's the perks with using their credit card?"
That's a great question. So Carnival's FAQs are very clear that they will be releasing more information as it relates to the credit card in the near future.
Right.
They do say that they are going to bring a stronger connection to the credit card as well and status. And so again, I don't want to speculate too much because we've done a little bit of even though our speculations have been fairly spot on up to this point, I don't want to speculate too much, but I wouldn't be surprised to see spend $20,000 in a year on your Carnival credit card and earn 100 stars or something along those lines, some sort of spend to star ratio, because the more you put on that credit card, the more valuable it is to MasterCard and the more valuable it is to Carnival. And so I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that. The credit card does earn you points.
It does earn you points.
There is a new points component of this program. Stars.
They're rewards points.
Think about it this way.
Yep.
Stars, status.
Yes.
SS. Stars equals status. Points, rewards points equal new currency.
Yeah.
So you can use these new points that you earn to buy things like a day of Wi-Fi. 2,000 points to be able to buy 1 day of Wi-Fi for one person. So the points, it'll be interesting to see when they release more information about the credit card. We're watching and we will put out a video.
Right. Blake, funny comment there. RAP John Heald's email account. He's getting blasted.
I don't think so. I think John Heald has probably heard some things.
I think so.
That's why he said Christine is going to be sending an email. The president of Carnival, Christine, is going to be sending an email out to all of you after this. So wait for that email.
Sure. Two Idiots, One Ship. You also get a gold star every time you're poopy in the potty. Christine Duffy is watching you. That's funny.
It will be interesting to see what other places that you can earn stars on.
Yep. Tiffany said that she's so shocked, worked so hard to get platinum, and now it will end. Again, going back to what we've talked about at the start of today's live stream, you do have 2 years. I know that that's just a little pat on the back. It's really nothing to be super excited about. But at least you have 2 more years of cruising with the brand that you still maintain your benefits.
Can I tell you something that I've never done, and I'm not going to now because I don't want to know, but how much have I spent with Carnival Cruise Line on my 400 and almost 450 nights that I have sailed with the brand?
Right.
How much have I spent over the past?
You don't want to look that up.
I don't think I want to know, but to me, that's loyalty. That is absolutely, and again, I'm not just patting myself on the back. I'm very blessed that I've had that ability to go on that many cruises. And we've had look at this. I was on the inaugural of Carnival Venezia. You were on Celebration. Yep. We've done Jubilee. We've done Firenze. Firenze was one of the coolest trips I've ever had. We're very blessed and we have had a ton of fun. But when you look at our faces, don't you think loyal Carnival cruisers? Not going forward.
No.
Now, if we book an Excel corner suite for $11,000 on a 7-day sailing, that person is more loyal than we are.
Right.
As brand advocates.
Right.
That's interesting. That's not a good direction for the cruise industry. My opinion, these opinions are my own and do not necessarily reflect those of my, cruise line. I don't know. But I don't think that's a good message to send to the rest of the cruise lines out there.
Right. Let's see here. Zoltina is here. Good day. Good day.
Hey, ZJ. It's good to see you. But can you pull that up? That's a really good point. Lisa asks, you point out you do lose things.
You do.
There are things going away. That ball cap that we've got 40 of, the VIFP ball cap, that goes away. Yep. Those slap wrist, all of that logoed brand item goes away. Do you know what they say in their FAQs? I don't know if you saw that in their FAQs.
I probably did, but let's see.
While the VIFP gift does go away, there's plenty of stuff in the gift shops you can buy that has the Carnival logo on it.
There you are, spending more money and earning 3 stars and 3 points per dollar.
Who wrote these FAQs is what I want to know. Yes, while we are taking away the gift we always gave you, you can go to the gift shop and spend your own money and buy a Carnival logoed piece of merchandise. Who wrote that?
Yeah.
Who wrote that?
Yeah.
And there's another FAQ that says something to the lines of, well, won't this be disappointing to Platinum and Diamond cruisers? Yeah, we realize it's going to be upsetting to some, and you can choose whether or not you want to re-earn your status or not.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your loyalty to us.
Who literally wrote these FAQs? My jaw dropped when I read that. I was like, oh, yeah, we realize we probably will upset some people, and they can choose whether or not they want to re-earn status with us. Okay.
Not great. Not a great feeling. Megan C said that she is shocked, not shocked, but she is saddened. Agreed.
Are you shocked by any part of this?
I think, yeah, there are some things that I'm shocked about with what we've talked about already. The fact that, we have spent all of these nights on board a Carnival cruise ship, and it feels like absolutely nothing to the cruise brand.
The reset.
The reset, yeah. Once my 2 years expires on May 31st, 2028, I'm no longer loyal to Carnival according to them unless
you've
I have spent that money within the 2 years leading up to it.
You better get booking Carnival. I guess so we've joked on the channel that this has been the year of Norwegian because we've worked to get to a status
That's
tier.
why they did it. They're trying to get us to stay.
We've joked that this was the year of Norwegian, but in all seriousness, if you are doing other things in a year and you don't travel on them during that earning period or qualifying period, it's really going to be hard to get to whatever that level is.
Yeah. Eric said, did I make it? Yep, you're here. You're good.
Eric, I'm sending you 3 stars.
Good job. Cruising with Brandy said, yes, great news. Thanks about the casino points. Yep. Yeah, so one star per point that you earn in the casino. Yep. Shannon said, but you don't get the same perks after June 1st, 2026.
Some of those perks do go away, as mentioned, like the VIFP gift, the Platinum and Diamond Party. Okay, y'all. This one. I got to just talk about this one for a moment. The Platinum Diamond Party. How many of you have gone to a Platinum Diamond Party? How many of you have left a Platinum and Diamond Party? Okay, I haven't done that personally, but I've seen some people leave with arms full of drinks from that Platinum Diamond Party. Because they're no longer offering the Platinum and Diamond Party, they're going to give you an extra complimentary drink on your sail and sign card.
That's so kind.
Isn't that so sweet of them? Oh my gosh. Anyone that has you first-time Platinumers out there that go to that party, I promise you will have consumed more than one beverage at that party. And the fact that goes away, again, it's less labor, it's less revenue, or it's less spend for them. It makes sense from a brand perspective. Yep. But from a loyal cruiser perspective, that doesn't feel great.
Not at all.
The diamond gift goes away. The diamond upgrade goes away. The diamond specialty dining goes away. Like
the ship pins go away.
The ship pins for gold goes away. Gold goes away.
Gold doesn't get a ship pin. Gold just gets their gold pin for the year.
No, but gold, it says, and the benefits taken away from gold are pins.
Correct. The golds receive just an annual pin saying that they're gold and here's the year. But when you're platinum and diamond, you actually get a ship pin with the year.
Right.
Those are gone. You get one pin when you're platinum and one pin when you're diamond for status.
Oh, interesting. See, there's all sorts of things to uncover here.
Yep.
Okay.
281 ship. You also get a gold star every time you. Oh, I thought you read that.
You did. You did. Keep going, please.
Okay. Another reason for me to never sail Carnival from Eric Maxey.
Okay.
Thomas said, we like the new look. We spend a lot on board and want it to count.
I mean, and honestly, those who spend a lot of money are who Carnival's going after. Truly, that is like if you do spa treatments and if you do all of those sorts of things, you are the absolute demographic that they're targeting.
Right.
Someone on Twitter, someone on Twitter messaged and said, I spend a lot of money. Does this actually could be really good for me?
Yep.
And so as long as you are spending money, you book that $2,000 cabana at Celebration Key, that's going to be 6,000 loyalty points just for that cabana alone that you booked in Celebration Key.
Right.
See?
Right. There you go. Brandy is looking around now. Ty said definitely worth looking around.
When I asked the question, does this cause people to? Do you think this will cause people to look around?
Megan C said definitely gives a reason to sail elsewhere.
Yeah.
ZJ said yes, you can go and try something new. It's so true.
Yeah.
Tiffany said absolutely. Lisa S said San Pedro has lots of options. That's the port of Los Angeles. Megan C said I hope Princess doesn't follow suit. We love Princess. Well, Princess has a very unique program as well. Because Princess isn't based on number of nights, it's based on number of cruises, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm just terrified that any of the however it's based, however it's based, I'm absolutely terrified that this is a bellwether to the cruise community to say, hey, we can cause people's points to expire every year, and now you have to sail with us and re-earn those points every single year.
Right.
That scares me.
That is scary.
Think about Royal Caribbean. Who out there is diamond on Royal Caribbean? I'm jealous of you because you get those 4 free drinks every single day of your cruise.
Right.
Not those 2 complimentary drinks that get added to your sail and sign account. You get 4 every single day you sail on that cruise. Like, that's amazing.
It is.
Okay, let's come on back to the comments.
All right, looks like Tom, I like what he said. Sounds like dating. Always have to prove yourself as worthy.
Fair.
That's true. Megan C said, Lisa, we also have sailed from Long Beach, and yes, San Pedro is looking really nice right now. A bag of laundry apparently is worth
$16,500 a year, which is what you have to spend to get to platinum.
Yeah. Blake said, what a difference a few years makes.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. This is a company that was on the brink during the pandemic, and people were most affected by this change were saved. The people who essentially saved their jobs.
I mean, if you think about it, who was sailing during that time? You had to have the vaccine. You had to have testing. You had to go to Walgreens or CVS and get the test and prove it within 72 hours of the cruise, which was stressful in itself. You had to wear masks. You had to social distance. They weren't offering all of the services that were available on a typical cruise. Who was doing that? Brand new. Oh, I'm going to go on a first-time cruise and do all of this stuff.
Because they didn't think that the cruise lines were worthy of it, that they could handle it.
It was the most loyal guests, and those. Yeah. Okay. Like, yes, I see you.
Definitely. Paul said, I see it for the airlines as most fly way more than cruise. It's always expensive.
Yeah.
It's very true.
And airlines, if you think about it, those who book first-class tickets, they get 10 times the points versus those that book just regular tickets on an airline. It's a very similar model.
I love what ZJ said. Gives you more reason to waste away in Margaritaville.
I like that.
That's great.
We are actually going on Margaritaville at Sea coming up here in September. If you want to join us,
that's right. Lisa, she said that she'll do our laundry for $35,000.
Fantastic. Nice. Perfect.
Daniel McClure is very disappointed.
I'm sorry, Daniel.
Disappointed is an understatement from Megan. You spent 83.5% of your severance package. Lisa was on the Firenze. That's awesome.
Oh, yay. That's a great ship.
Let's see here. Blake Shoemaker, thank you. Everyone, be sure to hit that thumbs up. 63 now watching live. We're actually up to 72.
Thank you, Blake.
Thank you for that, Blake. Jean, I am relieved. The true face of this behemoth showed its face. I have equal status on Royal and Carnival. So done. Bye-bye.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. There's stuff to purchase. I heard Carnival is going to Alaska out of New York. Oh.
That's funny. That's funny. I made that mistake once.
The other thing is people spending $11,000 on a corner suite. Do they even care about 2 free drinks and free laundry? I don't think so.
I mean, think about that,
That's a valid point.
Right? That's a really, really great point. They probably don't really care that they've got 2 vouchers for a free drink.
They're like,
that's a great point.
Yep. So, when people whined and complained so much about the gifts, I see why they took away the free gifts.
I was thinking that exact same thing today. John Heald is probably like, ha, you didn't like the baseball cap? Well, we're just going to take it away altogether. It does give one less thing to complain about.
That's true. Blake said very comically, did Richard Branson write the FAQs? Amy is here. Amethyst Haze Adventures. She's been platinum for 3 cruises now and will lose that status in 28 because she won't and can't spend $17,000 in 2 years.
Yeah,
it's true.
I mean, if you think about it, and again, when you think about your cruise fare, when you look at your total that you've spent on the cruise, you're like, okay, that's actually quite a bit of money, but taxes don't count toward it. Port fees, like if you're sailing Alaska or Panama Canal, big chunk of your fare is the port fees and taxes.
Right.
None of those count toward earning points. It's just the fare itself. And Carnival, even in the description, says some other fees may not qualify for earning points.
I would imagine gratuities do not apply.
Gratuities do. Gratuities count. Yes, gratuities are absolutely count toward earning points. That's explicitly called out.
Okay, I don't.
Because they don't want people to remove their gratuities.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yep.
Marcy said that they already have a Princess Cruise for 2026.
Marcy, is this your first Princess Cruise? I don't remember a Princess Cruise before.
Parker, I go to every party and get so many drinks. Absolutely, you're one of those. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Parker, yes. Hey, y'all, everyone that's on right now, we're going to be putting out a couple of videos about this. We're going to look at specifically the stars and loyalty as well as the points program. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, would love for you to join this cruise community of ours. We're digging in deep.
We are. And actually, to piggyback on what Mark was just saying, the video that we did talk about the stars is going to go live right as soon as this ends. So don't go anywhere because I will put that link right into the chat. We'll link you right over there to make it easy for you.
I love it.
Amy said she feels bad for John Heald when he wakes up tomorrow. Reason why he shut down his daily post before the announcements went live and for guest services on any ship right now.
I didn't even think of, oh my gosh, Amy. I didn't even think about guest services on board Carnival ships right now. Although maybe people don't have Wi-Fi and they don't know about. I'm sure people know about it. Yes.
But does it matter if you have the Cheers package?
Right? Exactly. If you're spending $11,000 on a corner suite, actually, does it just come with the Cheers package? Probably not.
No, it doesn't.
Probably not. You're probably buying the Cheers package if you're spending $11,000 on that
Right.
corner suite. That's a great point.
Paul said that the specialty dining is his favorite perk.
Okay.
There you go. Amy said that they need to keep status and the rewards program separate. It is a little confusing. Mark and I had a deep dive discussion about the perks or the points versus the stars.
Yeah.
It's an interesting method.
Status rewards, absolutely. It's going to be confusing to people. There's no doubt. You know what's going to be most confusing to people? I think this rigid 2-year earning window.
Yes.
The June 1st, 2026 through May 31st, 2028, then June 1st, 2028.
It's even year to even year.
Even year to even through May 31st, 2030.
Yep.
So you're earning those first 2 years, then you're using your benefits, but you're earning for the next 2 years, then you're using your benefits, and then you're earning. Like, it's just this constant, like, wait, where am I at in this 2-year cycle?
Hopefully on the back end, when as a cruiser, you log into your, wait, what did they call it? They gave it a new name, your Carnival member or your Carnival guest number account. You will be able to see the progress of both levels and where you're at. I'm sure that's going to be a mess of a nightmare.
But that's a great point. Your VIFP number goes away. You're no longer a VIFP, which makes sense since they're sunsetting.
I honestly wonder if they're just going to shift those numbers over to the new
guest
number.
That's what they said. They've already shared that in FAQs.
That's good.
I did the FAQ reading. Rocky did the video editing. In case you can't tell,
I did a lot of FAQ reading as well. Thank you. People who spend a lot of money on cruise are on Royal Caribbean. That's true.
I mean, honestly, what we've heard from several of our friends this past year who have tried Virgin, more and more of our friends who've tried Virgin. We heard it from Blake. Blake said it earlier. Don't try to find it, but Blake said it earlier. Now that he's tried Virgin, like that's the way. If I have to spend $17,000 to earn status, why don't I just match my status over to Virgin and spend it there,
right,
where I get all of the perks and benefits and I don't have to re-earn it. I don't have to re-earn it today.
Right.
That's the scary thing.
Yeah.
The other thing I think about is Virgin. I don't have to re-earn it. What was the other one? And Norwegian Cruise Line, where once you hit platinum there, you get specialty dining, you get the drinks included, you get the, and it like when you look at the price point of a Norwegian cruise and then the drinks added on versus Carnival and then buying Cheers, like you can't touch it.
No.
And so this, I do worry a little bit for Carnival as a shareholder. I do worry a little bit that this is going to cause people to say, I'm going to look at other options out there because I absolutely believe there are other options out there that might be better for cruisers that have always just said, well, I've always sailed Carnival, so I'm going to keep sailing Carnival. I think it will cause some people to look elsewhere.
I think so too. Outbound Experiences said off topic, but I think we sailed with you on Panorama from Singapore.
Well, hello there. It's good to see you again.
Gene said, sounds like the Walmart debacle, so I'm going to call Carnival Walmart of the Seas.
It sounds, it's reminiscent to me of Delta's changes to their lounges, right?
Yeah.
Carnival in their FAQ say, when everyone is special, no one is special. And it's true. We have said for a long time now that they needed to do something about can you go on to the next one? We've said for a while now that Carnival needs to do something about their loyalty program being inflated.
Yeah.
And this is what they're doing. Did you hear that Diamonds quadrupled over the last couple of years since cruising has resumed?
Wow.
And so on the Singapore sailing, there was no platinum and diamond line at guest services.
Right.
And so you just had to wait. I know that sounds a little entitled. I realize that. I'm very blessed. I'm not complaining. But they had to do something about their loyalty program because people didn't feel loyal.
No, not at all. Kathy P said between the drinks package hike and this, they are done.
I mean, that drinks package hike, it is like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for us to buy Cheers. Again, when you add the cruise fare and the drinks package and you look at something like an NCL, you're like, this is a no-brainer. Now, Carnival, I will tell you, corners the market on fun. Choose fun is their tagline for a reason, right? They don't have as many of the events or trivias, but they exist.
Right.
And the food is phenomenal and the drinks are phenomenal. And the other nice thing, actually, this isn't an NCL video, but I do like that I can walk up to an NCL bar and say, can I have 2 drinks? And I can bring you your drink and I can grab my drink because there's no limit. There's no need to say, well, you have 15 for the day. No, you just walk up to the bar and grab the drinks.
And you don't really encounter belligerent drunk people, which is even better.
I think it's because there's no goal to get to 15.
Right. Agreed. Lisa S., I believe if anyone follows, it will be a Royal Caribbean.
Here's Lisa. Tell me what you think of this. I think it would be brilliant. Tomorrow, I hope today Royal Caribbean scrambled their marketing team and their executives, and tomorrow they roll out a temporary status match program. Come over and try Royal. We'll match your Carnival Platinum and Diamond status. Come over and check us out. I think that would be a brilliant marketing move from a Royal Caribbean standpoint.
Agreed.
Because think about it. If I'm Diamond on Carnival, it means I've sailed at least 200 nights.
Right.
Someone like me, 450 nights.
Yeah.
I've spent some money.
You have. Right.
If Royal said, "Hey, come on over. I'm going to match your status, and you can have your 4 drinks a day, and you can have the other perks," I'd be like, "Okay, Royal,
Sure.
you've piqued my interest. I'm going to come give you a try."
Right.
And how many of those people that try that and see that status and have that are going to be like, "Yeah, I'm going to stick with it. I like this experience. I'm going to stay." Again, Royal Caribbean, no charge for that idea. So I hope your teams are thinking about it right now.
Right. Eric, I have an uneasy feeling that the other cruise lines will follow suit. It'll be interesting to see how this pans out for Carnival.
If people don't leave, if
Right.
people say, "Okay, you know what? Guess what? I'll just keep paying this money and I'll spend the $34,000 every 2 years to earn diamond status." If people truly stay and Carnival doesn't feel any pain from this, I think they will.
Yeah.
If it does cause an exodus and it does cause people to say, "This isn't for me," I do think the other lines will have to pause and say, "Ooh, do we want to go in this direction?"
Right.
Not that I'm telling you what to do with your current bookings or future bookings, but I do think if people right, they walk with their feet or they spend with their feet or they voice their opinions with their feet. If people stay,
I don't know that saying.
okay, people stay, Carnival and others will. I think others will follow suit.
Yeah. CJ Han 47 said, "I spent a lot on board, but this is still unacceptable to me. This is not loyalty. If it ends every 2 years, it's moving the goalpost after we have already kicked the ball."
I love that.
Yep.
I absolutely love that.
Uberman Travels is here.
Howdy, welcome aboard.
Musically inclined, excuse me. This will force people to move toward all-inclusive resorts. That is very true,
Yeah.
very possible. Blake is lightening the mood with the 81-day countdown to the group cruise. Thank you, Blake, for that.
It's our first ever group cruise, y'all. We are super excited. We are going to see Zoltina actually on that group cruise, and so super excited for that.
Parker,
and Blake. We're going to see Blake.
Oh, yeah. Parker, more people stay in hotels and take flights per year than cruise. That's why this program doesn't work.
I agree. We talked about that today as well. From a hotel perspective, I can see like you earn and it resets, and because I need to do that. But when you are double occupancy, so when we book a cruise together, the Carnival is very clear that you both earn points toward that booking. So that's great news.
Yep.
However, then any spend on board is tied to your folio number or your sail and sign account. So the spend points are going to go to you. But when you book the cruise, both cruisers get the points. But
Correct.
I do think this program works way more for a hotel program or an airline program. It's confusing.
So question on that. Do you think it's tied to the actual number that's swiped or the account that's charged? Because a lot of times when we go on our cruises, it's my credit card that gets charged for both of our accounts.
Great question. We'll
have to look.
Keep you posted.
All right. Tiffany, we cruised during that time. Oh, awesome.
That is awesome. Yes, we were on that same sailing together. Panorama from Singapore was amazing. Yes. I loved that experience.
Uberman Travels, I know we're talking about Carnival, but my drink package went down $65.99 on Royal Caribbean for my 2 days. And should I grab it or should I wait?
Wow.
You should definitely look. I think the drinks package is usually above $100.
Yeah, on Royal, it's high. On Carnival now, it's $82.50 a day or $82 and change a day.
I didn't see it going any lower. Amy said, "I loved the free gifts. I use the toiletry bag all the time."
Oh, we should raffle off some free gifts. We'll raffle. Okay, Amy, stay tuned to the channel. Stay tuned to the channel.
Do that after June 1st, 2026.
Fair. Oh my gosh. June 1st, 2026. Come back here. We're going to be doing a raffle. We've got a lot of VIFP gifts. Again, 450 nights, almost 200, almost platinum. And so
almost diamond.
Almost diamond, sorry. We've got a lot of VIFP gifts. And so, come June 1st. I like that idea.
Right. Brandy said, "When does the gift go away?" Sorry, she missed it. May 31st, 2026 is when this program ends.
When the current VIFP program ends. Yep.
So that you have until May 31st of 26 to pick up your package or your freebie gifts and all that stuff.
Unless things run out sooner than that, honestly.
That very well could happen. Yep. The fare is going to be
the cruise fare.
Oh yeah.
The cruise fare exactly. So
Yeah.
now the good news is if you have free casino offers, a lot of those free offers from the casino will continue. So for you casino players out there, honestly, I don't think you're going to notice much of this program other than you're losing the perks of your platinum and diamond party going away. You're losing your perks of some of the other things that go away. I think the biggest though is that personally, I think the biggest is that platinum and diamond party going away.
Speaking to the casino offers real quick, thank you for bringing that up, Brandy. You can bring your status over to Margaritaville at Sea, and they currently have 2 ships, but they're adding a 3rd ship at the end of 26 going into 27. So it might be worthwhile to start looking into other options to move your status to another cruise line.
Honestly, even casino players with this change are potentially could be incented to look at others, because it's not just Margaritaville at Sea that matches. There are many that match casinos at sea, and so there are many other lines. So this program really does cause, and maybe that's what Carnival is looking for.
And one more question about the casino program that I don't think has been answered.
Yeah.
If I get a comped casino because I play so much in the casino, if it's a 7-night cruise, do I get comped stars as well on that casino? Because right now I would earn those nights towards my VIFP status.
Brandy, do you earn? Yeah, on a free cruise you earn points toward your VIFP status? Well, shoot. That's a great question.
I think I would like some clarification from our gamblers on the
gamblers. Do you earn VIFP nights every night you sail? Because if
it's a comped cruise where they give it to you.
If they comp you the cruise, you're right. You're not earning stars.
Right.
But you are probably playing in the casino, so you are earning stars.
Yeah, but it's a different rate of payback though. Paul, gratuities only go to corporate. I give cash.
There is a big debate on gratuities out there. We've talked to many crew members who say that they get them. We've heard in many Facebook groups where they don't. And so there's a whole debate that's for a separate emergency live.
Oh, very much so. What do couples do? Put everything on one person.
Right. That's exactly. So do you get the stars and I don't get any stars?
Right. David Walters, hello guys. As a current Diamond Carnival cruiser, all I can say is hashtag Holy Airball Carnival.
It does feel. I mean, I've in addition to doing the research today, I've been following socials. I've been following the chatter, and the chatter is not positive.
No.
There are some folks out there. There are some folks that say, we spend a lot on board. I spend a lot on my kids, and I buy my Effie jewels every trip. Okay, y'all, I didn't know someone bought Effie jewelry every single cruise until I got up. I was like, okay, well, that's there are people that this is going to be valuable for, and it's those who spend a lot of money. They may not cruise a lot. They may not be loyal to Carnival. They may cruise on multiple brands, but the money is what speaks in this program.
Right. Marcy said this is their 2nd Princess cruise. The first one was a couple years ago. Okay. They are more economical when you purchase Premier. Yes, Princess Premier is
which lumps in so much of the stuff. Yeah.
Also, if you have Cheers, the 2 free drinks are useless. That is so true.
That's so true. So you're earning points to get toward your free drinks.
Right. Megan C said love Princess Plus and Princess Premier.
Yeah.
Amy said the free drink when you have Cheers is only useful in Galveston.
Well, that's a really good point. Yes, because Galveston Cheers doesn't start the first day, so you can use your. Yep, that's great.
David said we cruised MSC World America in April, and they status matched us to gold. We are currently diamond with Carnival. Yep, that's the beautiful thing about MSC status match program.
So MSC will match you, Virgin will match you. Absolutely. The other nice thing is. Cruisers asked, will Carnival introduce a status match program within their own brands? They did not announce that today. We didn't expect that because the spend difference between a Princess cruise and a Carnival cruise, they could have done like a 2-to-1 or something like that. They didn't introduce that.
No.
Hey, if you are new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're going to be posting more information about the change.
Yep.
We literally did a deep dive into the program where we say, okay, here's how you earn. Here's what the earning windows are. Please watch that after this once we end this live. And then we're going to do an additional video on the Carnival MasterCard, the points that you can earn and what those can be redeemed for. So there's a couple more. And also, we're going live from Celebration Key on her very inaugural call during the ribbon cutting. So, I mean, as long as we don't get banned from Carnival, we're not saying anything bad about the brand on it. But we're sharing what people are saying online,
it's an open forum.
It's an open forum.
That's all it is. Amy, great comments about the stock. I actually pulled it up, and it looks like the stocks are holding their steady. They're not really finding any impact from today's announcement.
If I were a shareholder, I would expect that stock to
I
go
would
up
agree.
today.
I would agree.
And the reason I say that is because this is all about more money for the shareholders in Carnival.
Yep.
This isn't about let's add new reward. Oh, actually, y'all, I take that back. Diamond level gets a new reward, gets a new perk. I forgot to mention it to you. I'm sorry. So Diamond level, you now get a concierge shopping guide as one of your perks at the Diamond level. Someone who will help you spend more money on Carnival Cruise Line. They're taking away perks, but they're going to give you a concierge shopping guide who can help you fit that FE jewelry.
There you go. Isn't that lovely?
I was like, what? That's a new perk?
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to even manage that with that many diamonds sailing. That'll be interesting.
There's not going to be that many diamonds sailing in the future.
That's true. Michelle Wenner, loyalty never mattered when they let people that book a suite gets on the cruise ship before the loyal cruisers. Does it mean they will stop at the cruise deals as well? Disappointed platinum cruiser.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So we have not received any sort of VIFP deals since I had Diamond. We've not received any deals because even platinum. Yes, I mean, there are platinums out there that still get deals, but as a Diamond cruiser and not a gambler, I don't get any deals with Carnival, which is part of the reason why we've said, okay, well, for the same price point, or sometimes actually oftentimes less when you add in like drinks, we can get better deals on other cruise lines.
Right.
Again, that defeats this whole loyalty program that
it really does. It kind of gets rid of it. Uberman Travels, I specialize in Norwegian cruise lines for a reason.
Makes sense.
On my cruise in September, I'm not getting cheers. I have 200 OBC and we'll use that towards drinks. Perfect.
Smart.
It's free money. Why not? Uberman Travels, more at sea is super cheap compared to the others. It is.
100%. Oh, by the way,
yes.
OBC will not earn you stars.
Oh, no, of course not. No.
Unless it's OBC that you have purchased.
Right. But you can buy
onboard credit, but OBC in general will not earn you stars.
Connie said, oh, I'll have fun anywhere. Yeah,
honestly, same. Right? We've tried more than half a dozen. We've tried 9 different brands now, and there is fun to be had on whatever cruise you take if you're willing to make the fun. And Connie, I think we'll have fun together.
I think so too. Outbound experiences, I think Carnival just needed to add another tier over Diamond, something to actually entice the average cruiser to keep sailing Carnival and work toward. I agree. I thought that's kind of what they were going to do.
We thought they were going to go to like an NCL approach or a Royal approach where they've spread out and they've got 8 or 9 different levels.
Right.
They've got interim. So there's a common complaint from cruisers to get from 25 nights to 75 nights. That's a big jump to get to platinum. And then 75 to 200 for diamond.
Yeah.
So we expected them to kind of rejigger the levels and expand those levels. They threw that out the window altogether. Ironically, I don't understand why they kept red, gold, platinum.
I know. Why did they keep the same colors? That just keeps the confusion going.
Like, it's weird to me that they kept those, but I mean, I guess the benefits are the same. So if you were one of those levels, you remember your benefits. Although I take that back. Red cruisers, you get a bottle of water. Actually, didn't red cruisers get a bottle of water before? I think so. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Your second cruise, you got a bottle of water.
Well, there you go.
So, I mean, you remember which perks you have based on your color.
Right. Amy said, I wonder if OBC will be a thing of the past and you will have to buy it with rewards. So you'll no longer get bookings that have OBC.
Interesting. That's a really good thought.
Yeah.
You will be able to buy Wi-Fi by the day.
Yep. 2,000 points. There you go. Outbound Adventures, I'm totally unmotivated with this new system. Uberman Travels, they hiked up the price because they're tired of the fighting. Lisa S. Oh, that would be hilarious. Yes, Royal needs to do that. So we're talking about the status match. Please, I would love that. Blake, that would be amazing if Royal Caribbean did that. Wow.
If Royal Caribbean put out a status match offer right now, I think it would. I mean, honestly, I think it would be brilliant on that.
It would be a huge market.
Brilliant.
Amy, cruise lines will be smart to start status match. Agreed. Outbound Adventures, I hope companies like Royal, Norwegian, MSC, etc., capitalize on Carnival's decision, even if it isn't a full status match.
Exactly. I don't think you have to do a full status match, but hey, Diamond Carnival cruisers, come give us a try. We'll give you drinks for the cruise. Oh wait, drinks are already included on Norwegian. Give me something else. We'll give you something.
Unlimited Wi-Fi.
We'll give you Wi-Fi. We'll give you premium Wi-Fi. We'll invite you back to the welcome back party. We'll like something. But I think it would be brilliant on the other cruise lines.
Agreed. CJ Hahn, if Royal did that, I would book the next day. Jean, choose another cruise line. We don't care. Gone. Lillian Stewart, I don't think that the perks are valuable. I will still enjoy my Carnival cruises.
Yeah.
There you go. That's good.
You know, that's a really good point.
And that's what it comes down to at that point, right?
For us, the two perks that matter to me, I should say, I won't speak on your behalf, are priority and laundry.
Yep.
Those are I don't care. When's the last time I've redeemed that free drink coupon?
Yeah.
I don't know. When's the last time I've called in? Could I get my strawberries delivered to the room, please?
Right. I never do that.
I don't. I do get my pin because I do like my ship specific pin, and I'll get my little tchotchke. I've got those baseball caps that we're gonna auction off next year. But other than that, the perks don't really. Oh, and priority water tender. I do like the priority water tender.
Nice.
That is nice.
If you want to get off the ship early,
Yeah.
Short day. That's true. Lisa S. Apparently, Josh Weinstein did not pull out his lawyer hat and think this through.
Josh Weinstein, the CEO of Carnival Corporation. Yep.
Paul, especially if we face a recession and the supply is way bigger than demand, that's going to definitely hurt the brand.
Yes.
Can
we pause on that for just a minute? Right now, Carnival, I mean, they've said on their quarterly earnings calls, they don't have enough rooms to sell based on the demand.
Right.
If that curve starts to change, and Blake said it earlier, those loyal cruisers who stuck around during the pandemic, those loyal cruisers that have been by Carnival's side for years and years, if they don't have the masses and they don't have those loyalists, who do they have?
Right. Yikes. Two idiots, one ship. If everyone is special, then no one is special. Let's call it like it is. CCL is saying, if you're not rich, you're not special. Amy, I just don't like the fact that on my cruise in September, I'll have the priority boarding and check-in, but in September of 28, I won't have that anymore and won't be able to drop my bags off at my room.
That is another perk of Platinum. Yes, absolutely.
Right. Connie said, group cruise.
We'll see you there.
Right. Uberman Travels NCL is 1 point per night cruise and can gain status quickly. They also do double point status, which we love. We take advantage of those several times.
Yep. We just did Alaska. We did 10 nights on the Norwegian Joy. We'll be posting that video next week. So stick around. And that was a double points offer. So we earned 20 points toward our status.
Right.
That's amazing.
That's fantastic. Jean said, press the like button.
Hey,
Thank you, Jean.
Thank you.
Two idiots, one ship. I think the reason that they are going to implement the changes a year from now is the fact that it's going to make it easier to backpedal when they have a ton of pushback.
Interesting. Yes. What changes? I mean, so, right, Carnival's FAQs literally say, we are opening up the conversation now about this. And so
it's not a conversation.
Come on. That's what they expect some feedback. And so the fact that they're giving a year to discuss, that's a really good point. Will we see a different program a year from now than today?
Right. It's interesting. Shannon said, what about the kids? So it's interesting when you actually ask that question. When you book a cruise, if you have 4 people traveling in your stateroom under the new programming that starts on June 1st, 26, each person in that cabin will receive the same stars, regardless of who paid for the cruise.
Which is the same today. Each person receives a night in the VIFP program.
But the kids won't ever get any other balance add. I mean, maybe arcade games.
Yeah.
If that, I'm assuming that's tracked and they use their sail inside.
But do the kiddos get that? Because the parents load the money on there. There are still some questions out there. Absolutely.
Actually, cruising is more dominant form of travel versus land trips. Very true.
Bubba's
Cruise and Concerts. Hey,
Bubba.
Sadly, the only thing that we can really do is rant and rave on the line on hopes that CCL backtracks. It will be even worse with the negative news of Celebration Key coming.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And Bubba sailed Carnival a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, Bubba's cruise and concert.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked out his channel, he sailed Carnival a lot. And he even said today on Twitter, he's like, I'm not going to spend that much money every single year over the 2-year earning period to maintain my status.
Those of us that travel a lot and sail with Carnival a lot aren't getting ourselves into suites or even balconies. We're doing inside cabins to maximize our number of nights.
Many of you are doing balconies. I get that. We are not. And so in the video, we do an example of our sailing versus my friend Melissa, who always books a balcony. She's going to earn diamond status much faster than we ever would again on Carnival. Thanks. We have it until 2032.
Uberman Travels Hilton gives you your status for a year and you have to keep earning it. True.
Yep. Same with American Airlines. And that's what Carnival even does say in the FAQ. So like, consistent with other travel industry practices, that's why you have to re-earn this.
Right. Lisa has an interesting point. Celebration Key better be a huge hit. There's been a lot of big questions about Celebration Key already before this announcement even came. A lot of spend on land. Which brings that question: does the spend on land translate to points? It should, and stars.
Of course it does.
It should, unless you do something outside of the celebration key area.
Correct. If you do your own excursion, like we do, we've met so many people in the ports. We've got our own contacts and our own excursions. We don't book through Carnival, and as a result, now some would say, well, then you shouldn't be earning loyalty points with that.
Right.
Question is, if someone sails 10 times a year, are they more loyal, or is the person who books that Corner Suite Excel balcony or Corner Suite Excel room more loyal?
Right. Tom, close to platinum on Carnival or book a third cruise on Virgin Voyages? Easy choice. I think I know which direction he's going.
I think I know which direction you're going, Tom. Our friends Jeff and Jared, he's one cruise away, 6 nights away from platinum on Carnival, and he said, I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna book another Virgin sailing. They did love Virgin, but he's like, he's like, okay, so I earn platinum and then I have it for 2 years. I'm never going to spend that kind of money to re-earn it or re-earn diamond. And so what's the point of getting there?
Right.
I was like, whoa.
Big. 281 ship, that's an amazing point. So realistically, it's not $33,000 every 2 years to hit diamond. It's $33,000 each every 2 years to hit diamond.
Amazing points. Realistically, it's not 33
per person.
Yeah, but remember your cruise fare.
Your cruise fare doubles up.
Counts for both people. Counts for all people in the cabin. So yes, but it is likely more than that.
Yeah,
it's likely more than 33.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For a household, absolutely.
Yeah.
Shannon, I didn't even think of the extra cash I tip. Yeah.
Yeah, if you tip cash,
you won't get those points.
Not earning you stars.
Nope.
Oh gosh, I didn't even think about Shannon. That's a really good point. That actually discourages. I mean, it doesn't discourage people to tip cash. Please tip the crew. They do an amazing job. But people that are like, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to think about that. There are going to be people out there that say, well, I'm not going to tip in cash because then I don't get the stars for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's sad. I didn't think about that, Shannon.
281 ship. I guess we'll never see a 15-year-old platinum member ever again. They're not spending money on the cruise,
but they are getting the stars. They're getting the stars because they're in that cabin.
Yep. They'll be getting Costa's old ship. Yes, Margaritaville at Sea that's correct. Lisa S. and first responders get great deals on Margaritaville. That is absolutely true.
It's true.
Ramon, I'm heading to MSC on Diamond on Carnival, and I'll be Gold, which is like Platinum for MSC. Yes.
Congratulations.
That's amazing.
So we just reached Diamond. We status matched, and we sailed 2 sailings on MSC, 3 sailings on MSC, and we're already Diamond.
Yeah.
And they've got a welcome back party still.
They do.
And they've got a whole bunch of great benefits, the gift, and it's MSC, so sometimes it's hit or miss on like the experience. But I mean, for the price point, I'll take a couple misses for that price point all day long.
Right. Answering the question about the comped cabins for spending in the casino, they are true. Those do count towards VIFP.
So Blake, will you get stars when you get a comped casino offer going forward? TBD. Again, if you're getting a comped casino offer, you likely are going to earn enough stars, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah. Oh, Ted, come on. Margaritaville at Sea, not that desperate. No, there's nothing desperate about sailing Margaritaville at Sea. You have to give it a try. That's what we say.
We've loved it. We've loved it.
We're doing our first group cruise on Margaritaville at Sea for that reason.
To introduce folks to the brand. Yep. Now, the brand does have a black eye from kind of their first ship, right? Kind of when it launched, and so there are some definite things out there.
Yep.
But the bike,
Outbound Experiences said you earn VIFP points on a comped cruise. However, gamblers will probably hit diamond after 1 to 5 cruises with the amount some spend for those free cruises.
I saw a gal who had the machine just displayed stars for her points because she had earned so many, and it couldn't display how many points she had.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's true. I think casino players will probably be okay in this program, which again, financially, that's who Carnival really is looking to attract in this program. They're not. I don't believe that Carnival's looking to attract cruise nerds and cruise fanatics. I think they're looking to attract people who are going to spend a lot of money because it's going to make their shareholders happy, and it's going to help them continue to pay down debt. There's a lot of debt out there, and so it's going to help them financially. That's what they're hoping to attract through this program.
Right. So I think at this point we're about an hour in.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and try to fast track through the remaining comments if you're okay with it, so we can get our video published before it's too late on the East Coast.
I do just kind of want to reiterate a couple of things that
course.
we've talked about today. So Carnival's new program called Carnival Rewards, you're going to earn stars. You earn 3 stars per dollar spent on things like your cruise fare, gratuities, pre-cruise spend, onboard spend, that spa, internet, what else on board? Excursions, the shops. If you if you go to Effie a lot and buy jewelry like that one person does every single cruise,
you get a salon treatment. You go to specialty dining.
All of that is going to earn you points. Those 3 stars, every dollar is going to earn you 3 stars toward your loyalty. However, loyalty levels like Diamond are now 100,000 stars to get there, and you earn those loyalty stars within a 2-year window. And if you don't reach that, you don't achieve that level. I mean, that makes sense, right? But it's a 2-year, and then you get to enjoy those perks for 2 years. When you have to start re-earning those stars once again for the next 2 years. And so you are continuously you're continuously proving your loyalty, I guess, to Carnival Cruise Lines every 2 years. Someone said it in the chat earlier. It's like they're moving the goalpost once they've set it. You are going to have to re-earn that every single couple of years. And if you're not a big spender on a cruise, if you book interiors or ocean views, those of us who cruise a lot, those are my preferred interior. This is my preferred room. The cruise fare component is not high. I'm not buying a lot of tennis bracelets at Effie. I don't know about you. We're not gamblers, and so there's that revenue stream that's gone. Like, I don't know that we would get there even with the number of cruises we book, because I use their calculator. So Carnival does have a calculator at carnivalrewards.com. They've got a calculator on their site where you can say, I booked this many cruises, this many spa treatments, I spend this much in the casino, blah, blah, blah. All of that. You can calculate. When I say I book 10 cruises a year, we're
not even close to platinum.
They say, 10 cruises a year over the 2 years and buying drinks. We would have been platinum if we bought a couple of drinks per cruise. But nowhere near diamond. Nowhere near diamond. And so thankfully, platinum, all levels are grandfathered in for the first 2 years, with the exception of diamond, which is grandfathered in for 6 years. I just wanted to kind of do a quick recap.
Cool.
The other thing that we will be doing a video about is Carnival Rewards points.
Yes.
So there's stars and there's points.
Yes.
Points are like a currency that you can use toward your cruise or toward your pre-cruise spend or onboard. There's information out there about that, but there's still more information that's going to come. Same with the Carnival MasterCard. They've committed that they're going to be sharing more information about that in the coming weeks or in the coming months, about how the Carnival MasterCard will tie more closely to loyalty than it does today. For those of you who have the Carnival MasterCard, your fun points will automatically convert. If you don't use them before, they'll automatically convert to the new points, the Carnival Rewards points.
Right.
Did I miss anything? A lot of the perks stay the same across red, gold, platinum, and diamond, but there are notable perks that are going away. The free gift that you get, the gold pin, the platinum and diamond VIFP reunion party, where you get those drinks that you leave with all those drinks.
The ship-specific pins.
Those are some of the notable things that are absolutely going away. But Diamond Cruisers, you now get a retail concierge that will help you spend more money on board. Did I hit it?
I think you hit everything. Yeah.
I guess my question for you is, what questions? Did we miss anything?
We have 20 minutes worth of questions that we have to catch up on. That's what I'm trying to get through.
Okay, let's catch up. Sorry.
Let's see. Uberman Travels. My friend moved her Hard Rock status to Maz. Got a ton of upgrades, free JWB balcony upgrades, and free play.
Okay. Perfect. Yes.
Not everyone in the cabin earns stars. Everyone in the cabin does earn it.
Yep.
Jackie said you do get casino nights on a cruise. Don't talk about the gratuities negatively. I fully believe that's why this couple was banned. Yep, we love the gratuities. We think gratuities are a great thing.
Absolutely.
Please don't remove them. Lisa S. Every member earns points, not just you, when you book a cruise. Blake said we're up to 85 people watching.
Blake, thank you.
Thank you. Shannon said Effie actually gives free cruises to people that spend a lot of money in there as well. There you go.
I mean, we're just going to
see how that
people are sharing free cruises left and right, and we are paying 100% out of. I tell you.
Right. Eric said Princess Premier is unmatched. Lisa said John Heald said that they won't do a status match.
Correct.
Chris H said, are they offering anything else besides free laundry like drinks? The internet Carnival is so far behind.
You get those 2 free complimentary drinks. Once you spend your first $17,000 on board, you do get 2 free complimentary drinks each cruise.
Yay. Holly said, so no more blue cards. That's correct.
Correct.
Blue cards go away with the VIFP program. Miss Aretha said educational purposes. Yes. Cruising with Brandy, can we talk to Christine tonight or talk to Christine about how she will be on our sailing? Oh, I guess. We'll see.
Yeah, she will be at Celebration Key.
She'll be at Celebration Key,
Yes.
but I don't think she'll be on our sailing. John will be on our cruise.
I thought they said Christine and John will be there, but John, yeah. We should talk to them, Brandy. You and the three of us will go talk to them and we'll have a sit down and say, hey,
what do you think?
Come on, you guys. Let's talk about this.
Thomas Zavorsky said comped drinks can be used on embarkation. Drinks package doesn't kick in until at sea. That's Galveston.
Yep.
Everyone traveled. My husband's boss is the GM of the hotel and has diamond status, and MSC matched her.
That's amazing.
Lisa S. And you can get a casino host upon request. That's true. Yep. Outbound experiences. Thank God Carnival didn't take away the newsletter from the BIFP program.
I saw that today. I was like, okay, good. So
you'll see that in our video too.
You will see that in the video. You still get your newsletter.
Whew. Yeah. Jean, I own my own jewelry store. Love looking at the overpriced, cheaply built merchandise. What's this one? Where are we going? Okay. Exactly what they needed to do. I thought for sure they would have added new levels. Yep. Chris, are they offering double points if you book a suite? No. Is Carnival going to do twice daily service if you book a suite like Royal and MSC?
So not double points, but you do get 3 points for every dollar you spend. Right. So the more money you spend, like on that suite, you're going to earn more, or stars, excuse me. Yep. Stars and points. You earn them both. Yep. You will earn more stars if you book a suite for sure.
Right.
But I do love that idea.
Yeah.
Twice daily service. I think suites get twice daily service right now still.
Too.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah. Brandy said, what about the ship cards? They'll have a new design, I would imagine, but they're still going to be in.
Well, yeah, because doesn't the ship card say VIFP right now?
It does, yeah. So they'll have to do new cards. 2 dates, 1 ship. Red cruisers get a tap water refilled water bottle left from the last sailing. Steven said, I'm not seasoned cruiser, only been on Carnival many years ago and Celebrity in January. Yes, Celebrity was somewhat boring and I'll never hit rewards level. Oh, thank you. I don't know why that wasn't on the screen. But given these changes, I'd not do Carnival.
Yeah.
Amy said, Brandy, they will get rid of those and they might do a medallion thing. We'll see. They haven't made any announcements about that just yet. They still reference the sale and sign cards, so I don't see it going away just yet. Macrina, hey Macrina, by the way.
Hey Macrina.
She's platinum on Carnival, but for her now to get 50,000 points, it equals $16,000. Yes. That's more cruises than she can afford in 2 years. Yes, the free laundry and priority is nice, but it's sad.
And that's the wild thing, y'all. Again, that's why I say for Carnival to do this, it actually surprises me because, right, and maybe we're looking at a new Carnival going forward because they are known for families and they're known for affordability and they're known for giving an option that allows more cruisers to be able to experience it and cruisers to be able to experience them often, loyal cruisers to be able to experience them often. By them having to say you have to spend at minimum $17,000 every 2 years during that earning window just to earn platinum, let alone diamond, almost $34,000. That's a lot of money every 2 years on a line and on a brand that prides themselves on being a economical and a good value for cruisers.
Right.
It's a lot.
It is. It's a huge change. Pretty Black Buckeye said this is just a hot mess. And as a platinum member, I was super loyal. And now after all my cruises, I'm gone loyal to Royal and Virgin.
So we've seen a lot of comments tonight that it gives people a reason to take a look and to try other lines.
Right. 2 dates, 1 ship. Fun fact, Torch and Pitchfork sales in the Doral area went up 400% today. Lisa
Doral is where Carnival is headquartered, for those that may not be familiar. That's funny.
Lisa S., I feel that Carnival accounting may use a June 1 through May 31st fiscal reporting system.
That's what I was wondering when Rocky was like, this is such a weird period of time. There's got to be some sort of fiscal or some sort of connection to it. Absolutely.
What negative news of Celebration Key? They're not necessarily that there was negative news, but just that there's a lot of spend options and opportunities on their private or on the exclusive destination.
There has been quite a bit of reaction about some of the price points and some of the spend options. But what we've said is it's similar to, if you look at Coco Cay, you've got a lot of spend options there as well. If you look at But people do get frustrated because your drinks package works on Coco Cay. And when you go on Norwegian's private island, your drinks package works. And your Wi-Fi, and Virgin, your Wi-Fi works when you go on their private destination, kind of that beach club at Bimini. Like, there's a lot of things that carry over to the other islands, private islands, that they just don't carry over. Cheers does not carry over to the private destinations.
Right. Paul said, I mostly book inside as it's the same food. That's super true.
We do go for the food, let's be honest.
Right. David Walter said, we typically book interior rooms to get the maximum amount of onboard credit and casino fun play. Exactly. Amy, the only thing that I'm not loyal to any hotel or airline, was
Southwest,
to Southwest
yeah.
until they can't justify. Yeah, the bag change fee and all that stuff is not great.
So this isn't Carnival isn't unique in changing their loyalty program, right, y'all? We just saw this with Southwest.
Yep.
We were Rocky. Rocky was loyal to a
they
fault.
They were cheaper.
They were never cheaper. Southwest was never cheaper, but they got free bags, so that's why I went with them.
That also makes it cheaper when you're counting that in, because I couldn't pay for bags on other airlines.
Fair.
Bubba, thanks for the shout out. You're welcome. A Celebration Key appears to be mostly paid stuff. One free food item only and drinks package not working. You do get a lounge chair, hopefully, when you're on shore. And most folks aren't doing the exotic cruises, so you can only see the Bahamas so many times. It's very true. Uberman Travels with Celebration Key allow you to use the drinks package on the island?
No,
absolutely not.
I just hit on that, actually. I didn't even see that comment come through, but yes, good question.
Other people are chiming in as well with that. I have very limited time off work, and I'm single, so I can't spend $8,000 per year on cruise.
And again, Bubba, that's $8,000 per year just to reach platinum.
Right.
Let alone $16,000 per year to reach diamond. Yeah.
Right. Midships is here. Hey, Midships, how's it going, Corey?
Hey, Midships.
Margaritaville could pounce on the craziness with any loyalty match program.
ZJ, are you still here? Talk to Chris. Put in a good work.
Amy, I wonder how all this will affect people booking the new ships, especially for their inaugurals. It's very true. We're looking at the Tropical and the Festival, but I don't know.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're still going to have diamond status for the next 6 years. For the next 7 years,
we'll get onto the Ace class.
We'll get onto at least one Ace class ship in that time.
Perfect. Uberman Travel says that they loved Maz Paradise. Tooties One Ship Mark, I'm concerned you were wearing a jacket in your shorts or in your short earlier today. It was 113 degrees. If you're cold, you might want to see a doctor. It's true.
Can I just tell you what he's referencing? If you missed the short that I posted today about the news, I was wearing my Carnival Firenze jacket. I was so hot outside wearing that stupid jacket. It's a beautiful jacket and I love it, but it is a warm jacket because they sail at a Long Beach.
Right.
Man, good eagle eye. 2 idiots.
Bubba said, I'm single and I have, we already said that. Yep. Joshua Lester, so I'm about 2 weeks away from Platinum and I already booked one of those 2 weeks. I plan to get my status before next June and move to Virgin. I wanted to try that, but was loyal to get the status. Absolutely.
So that's really smart. Those who are close to status, not only do you get to maintain it for 2 years. Remember, June 1st, any status that you've reached, you maintain it for 2 years. But if you get to that next level, you can bring that with you and have a more valuable status as you match to other lines. Especially if Royal Caribbean or Margaritaville at Sea or someone out there comes out and says, hey, we'll match your status.
Right. And by the way, just letting you know, I have to throw it out just at least once.
Okay.
If anyone needs help with their status match movement, or they need help booking other cruise lines because you're not as familiar with the other cruise lines, let me know. I am a travel advisor. I would be happy to help get you taken care of. Shoot me an email, rocky@thiscruiselife.com, or head over to thiscruiselife.com/travel. Just had to throw that plug in there real quick.
Of course you did. Of course you did. And I'll throw in the plug. Go to thiscruiselife.com for more information.
There you go.
There you go.
Outbound experiences. That's a bummer for Bubba. I feel you. My husband and I are Diamond. We only take about 2 to 3 a year. Only sailed Carnival and will lose status in 2032. Can't afford the new system.
But we've stayed with them. Even though we only take 2 to 3 cruises a year, or people that for certain people, they stay with the line. They stay with the brand. They keep coming back because they've earned that status. That's loyalty.
Right.
That's literally loyalty. What you just said is loyalty to a T.
Right.
But instead of rewarding you for that loyalty, they're now saying, actually, if you spend another $34,000 with us, you can keep Diamond for 2 more years. That doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't feel good.
Parker has a great point. Since the 3rd and 4th guests are cheaper, do they get less stars?
Great question. We'll learn more as
so that's a good point, because if you book 2 people into a inside cabin, it costs a lot more than if 4 people book into an inside cabin. So that means the 4 people in one cabin, they're actually cheating themselves out on potential stars.
Are they? Or do the other 2 get less stars?
Yeah.
That's something that we'll they don't have that level of detail yet in the FAQs. They've got a lot in the FAQs. Right. Not quite that level yet.
No. Pretty Black Buckeye, me and the hubby had less than 50 days to become Diamond, and they do this. Just nasty work.
My cruise buddy, so for those of you who follow the channel, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button, we'd love to have you here.
Yes.
My cruise buddy is 18 days away from Diamond, and he's like, I don't know that I need to do it. I told him, cruise the 18 days. A lot of us cruise because we really enjoy it. Absolutely cruise because you're going to cruise.
Yeah.
Don't cruise because you're trying to get to Diamond. But if you do, remember you get to maintain it for 6 full years.
Just make sure you get there before June 1st.
Get there before June 1st.
You have to finish your sailings before June 1st.
You have to complete your sailings by June 1st, 2026. And then you get to keep Diamond status for 6 years. So for someone that is close to it, I do think it's worth it, but
there's some benefit,
it's going to be hard to get 50, for many. It's going to be hard to get 50 cruise days in the next 11 months.
If you have restrictive time off, it's not going to be.
Who doesn't have restrictive time off? We are in a very unique situation where we're jumping from ship to ship for you, so we can tell you which ships to check out.
Right. Amy said neither of them will be on the sailing now, so we won't get John Heald or Christine Duffy.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
That'll be interesting.
I wouldn't be on there either.
I know, right?
If I were John or Christine, I wouldn't be on that.
I'm not going on any ships anytime soon. Nitro Country, I've only seen things that have been taken away. I've yet to see anything that has been added.
With the exception of that retail concierge person that you now have, that dedicated retail concierge that you have to help you shop on the ship. Right. That's a new perk.
Right. For Diamond only. Uberman Travel, $17,000 for $20 and drinks, hard pass. Lisa S., they are getting rid of Family Harbor on the new ship builds. That's correct.
That's true. Yep, that is true.
Jaden said, what a shame. Scratch Adams. Hey, Scratch.
Hey, Scratch.
Terrible, absolutely terrible decision by Carnival. Megan C., I was so sad to hear that they are getting rid of Family Harbor. We are a young family of 4. That is unfortunate.
So I've never stayed in Family Harbor because we don't have little ones, but my best friend, when we sailed with her husband, and her 3 little kids, they loved Family Harbor and they loved having that space to go. And so interesting choice on Carnival to do away with that, especially as they are their self-proclaimed families cruise line.
Right. Holly said that she loved the Family Harbor in Jubilee, but didn't like being so low on the ship.
Fair.
Uberman Travels, I have not spent $7,000 with Norwegian, and for the next 2 years, I'll be past gold. Holly, is that any on the panorama as well? Yes, it is, Lisa, to answer your question. Blake, I'm loving Rocky trying his best to get through these comments like a lightning round. I'm trying.
Hey, if you're like Blake and like Rocky going this fast through the comments, hit that thumbs up just to say thank you to Rocky.
Scratch Adams, I like the comment from one person who said the other cruise lines would be smart to lure Carnival cruisers to their line by offering loyalty transfer program. That's a good idea. That was Mark's idea.
Do it.
Yeah.
Again, not that I want, as a shareholder, I don't want everyone to mass exodus Carnival. That is not what I'm saying. We've got many friends that we have made at Carnival over the years, and we still have a ton of fun when we sail them. That is not what I'm saying at all. No. I'm just saying it would be a brilliant financial move for Royal or NCL or Margaritaville at Sea or one of the other lines to say, hey, Carnival Diamond Cruisers, come check us out. Carnival Platinum Cruisers, come. Gold Cruisers. I mean, any of the cruisers. I mean, bring them in at the appropriate level based on their status.
To match it.
Clearly, people are spending money, and so bring them on over.
Yeah, I agree. Holly said, yes, throw in a tongue twister for him. Here we go, Blake. She sells seashells by the seashore.
Wow, that's fantastic.
You guys
the MSC Seashore?
MSC Seashore, that's right. Lynn Marie, said you guys are the best. Thank you so much.
That means a lot.
Jaden, so $33,000 every 2 years for Diamond. That's pretty much what it equates to.
Yep. Now we will learn in the coming weeks, coming months, how the Carnival MasterCard fits into this equation. Again, they were very clear in the FAQs that there will be a closer tie to the Carnival MasterCard and status. And so we don't know. Does that mean spend $25,000 in a year and get 50 stars, or does that mean what does that look like? That's something that, again, we will bring that to the channel. So I know I've said it like 3 times, but if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do that.
Turn on notifications.
We will be bringing you more information as it is released about this program.
Right. Craig Waltz, ships are full and Carnival doesn't want loyal repeat cruisers. A repeat cruiser is on average going to spend less. They skip shows they've seen, they skip specialty dining, and new cruisers spend more new money.
I've said this for years. I don't buy the photo packages anymore. I've been on so many Carnival ships. And again, I'm very blessed that I've been on that, but I'm not buying the photo packages and I'm not buying excursions because I've got my own people in the ports that we visit, or we've got our own people in ports that we visit. You're right. Now we actually have spent more on specialty dining over the last couple of years than we ever did on Carnival for birthdays and celebrations, anniversaries, all of those sorts of things. We've actually spent more, but you're right. The typical frequent cruiser, how many times can you go to Cucina del Capitano and spend that $24?
Right. Oh, so true. Amy, I can only do 2 to 3 cruises a year, and I choose Carnival every time. Now I won't get anything doing that because I don't want to spend 17,000 or 33,000 to keep status, so I'll always be red. Uberman Travels wants to know if we're planning on doing the Luna. We will let the channel know very soon about those plans. Benjamin LaRue, we're not going to talk about that right
Norwegian Luna is the brand new ship from Norwegian Cruise Lines coming out next year. We'll share more information very soon.
Yep. Benjamin LaRue, I'm upset that my points are tied to another company that I don't like. Do you guys know what the Carnival stocks ended at today?
Yeah, I have
they
that.
Ended
I'll give it up right there. 23.61 and after hours.
6:59, I think.
20. Okay. So yeah, they're up. They're up. I wonder if I should sell.
You can't give any advice here.
Okay, I'm not. This is no. There's no insider trading here.
Currently, Maz only matches your casino status as well as RCL. That's correct.
It would be brilliant for them to offer some additional status matches, even if it's just temporary.
It would. Amy, I don't know about that for sure, but this backlash, they are going to probably like not going there and seeing all the loyal guests we said FU to. Sorry, that was a challenge for me.
It's okay.
They're going to have to drop the cruise fun tagline. Oh yeah. Marcy, can we get pizza back and get rid of the late night buffet? Agreed.
Not only does this program have us scratching our heads, but the food has just gotten bad.
Work on the food first.
Oh my gosh, yeah. How about maybe? So that was something that I thought they were going to add. I literally thought they were going to add that.
You had a good idea.
I thought they were going to say, "Hey, Diamond Cruisers, you get unlimited. Blue Iguana, Guy's Burger, pizza." And then the rest of y'all, you get one meal there, and each additional meal is $8.
Kind of like shebang.
Yep. I was like, that's it. It doesn't cost them anything, and it's yet another revenue driver for them. And they could say, oh, it's a perk now as a diamond and platinum that you get free Blue Iguana.
Right.
I thought they were going to go that direction. Carnival, you may still be going in that direction.
Right.
And if you hadn't thought of that yet, you're welcome for the idea.
Right. And when they do status match, it will be matching Carnival status. Yep. Dave Vastel Rewards. The new program is an S show. It's very obvious why they dropped the word fun from the program. Nothing about the rewards program is fun. What have you done for me lately?
Didn't even think about that. Yeah, very
they have
fun.
gotten rid of that.
It's not fun. It's just Carnival Rewards. Yep.
I wonder if that shopping concierge will just take my credit card from the safe and go buy things for me. Maybe. Jackie Peril said, if I reach diamond in the next 3 years, will I keep that status until 2032? No. You have to get that status by May 31st, 2026.
Yes.
And then if you get it by then you get it for those 6 additional years. Yes. If you unfortunately don't get it by May of 31st of 26,
you keep whatever status
you have. Your platinum status if you're at that point.
For the next 2 years.
And then you have those 2 years to upgrade that into diamond.
Not
and
upgrade.
To spend into diamond.
You have 2 years to earn that. Yeah. There's no upgrading. If you're at platinum and you don't get to diamond, you start from the beginning.
You spend into your diamond, and then you get it for only the 2 years for the next period. Brian Lawfer, the rewards do not encourage me to spend $33,000 or open a Carnival MasterCard.
Come on, Brian. You get 2 complimentary drinks.
And from another Brian, this is Brian B. Carnival is being short-sighted who rescued the cruise companies after COVID. The frequent loyal cruisers hope not vaccinating the USA works to Carnival's favor.
I think Blake said the same thing in there. I think he said, who brought us through?
Yep, exactly. Uberman Travels, we love you all. Thank you so much, Uberman Travels. CJ Hahn, I'm platinum and I do specialty dining every time. Well, that will work to your advantage from that perspective.
So platinum, you'll maintain. If you don't reach diamond before next June, before May 31st, you will maintain that platinum for 2 years, and your specialty dining is going to earn you stars every sailing.
Yep. Dave Vastel, introducing Carnival's new credit card loyalty program. That's right.
2021, 2022, there was a LinkedIn post about a new loyalty program, as well as a credit card, MasterCard program to bring the two and make the two one program. And so years ago, I saw the writing on the wall from this, which is why we predicted some of these changes that were coming.
Yep.
Yep.
Brandon McCarthy. So my question is, how long do you retain your status? Is it only 2 years? Do you have to spend the minimum spend with like Delta for to keep it every few years? Oh my gosh. Yes, stay tuned. We've got our full video that's going to uncover and unwrap all the details about the new Carnival Rewards.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. You have to re-earn it every 2 years.
Amy said, yes, Marcy, they will charge you for the late night buffet pizza. I love it.
I mean, that could be a perk. Diamond members, you now get free pizza.
Controversial cruising. Hey, Scott, how's it going?
Good to see you.
Midship said the milestone rewards actually would have been appealing sans the rest of this ship show. It's true. They actually introduce a 50 cruise. So when you've done your 50th cruise under the new Carnival Rewards program, then you get a couple of different perks, and then every 100th after that, or
50, you get a milestone card.
Not cruise,
and then
I'm sorry.
50 stars.
It's not 50 stars.
50, yeah, now that
Is it
now
days?
you got me checking
I think
that.
it's days.
No.
I think it was days.
Points right here. Boom. See, y'all, we've had to refer to we've had our phones all day. We've had all of this stuff. I mean, there's so many pages to click through.
Sure.
I guess I go to earnings status. Oh, there's the calculator out there.
I'm pulling it up.
Okay,
too.
fantastic. There are just so many. And the points. You're going to earn 3 points per dollar spent, as well as 3 stars per dollar spent. There's just a lot of stuff out there, which is why we unpacked it for you in the video. What was that? Yeah, I don't think you're going to find it.
I'm not going to try to go find it right now.
No, there's no way you're going to find it.
Uberman Travel says Disney does the same thing with the pass holders. They block dates, etc., and they will spend more in retail shops. True. 281 ship. Will the Diamond Shopping Concierge buy you free pizza after midnight? That's great.
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
Controversial Cruising said,
wait a minute, time out.
Oh.
That would be a great perk. Free ship delivery.
There you go. Yeah.
Like those could be cool perks.
Those would be
wouldn't
cool.
cost Carnival anything, but would give some financial value to people.
Right. Controversial Cruising said, I'm going to MSC and Margaritaville, baby. Absolutely. Amy said, I've only ever done specialty dining once. I'm super picky and I own a steakhouse. So why would I pay $50 for a steak when I can get it for free?
Amy, I didn't know that, Amy. That's amazing.
Brandy, we'll see you in 23 days. I don't think I'll make it to Diamond before June 26. Oh, well.
You may.
Dalio Gentile said Carnival should change their name to Circus Cruise Lines because they are a bunch of clowns. Scratch Adams, I get exclusively best offers from Casino with Carnival. I bought 120 shares of stocks. Was denied from stock perks because was Casino offer for $50 OBC. Don't have incentive to keep stock anymore.
It's interesting. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably keep the 100 shares because it works on all Carnival Corporation brands. So yes, so 50 night sale, you get a special milestone card.
Okay.
That's what you get at 50 nights and 5,000 points.
And 5,000 extra points.
And then 100 nights.
Every
100 nights sailed, every 100 nights sailed going forward, you get a commemorative gift. Now, we don't know what that commemorative gift is. They might actually be rounding up our hats.
Well, they'll take they'll undo the stitching from the VIFP fund, the club.
Oh my gosh. You're going to get a hat with an outline of the VIFP logo stitched out of it.
And then you'll also get 10,000 points added.
10,000 points. And so yes, to who said that? That was a great point. It was Corey. Corey said that. It's a great point. Those perks actually look really cool. Every 100 nights you get a gift. Now again, we don't know what that gift is and how great it is, but yeah.
Right. Amy came back and said it's now 50 days and 100, so I will miss that because of the 100 before the new program begins. 281 ship. Another reason why they are floating Diamond status until 2032 is they are hoping that most of us will be in nursing homes by then. I don't know. They've got a really young Diamond demographic lately.
Yeah,
so.
The Diamond demographic, which is again part of the reason why they had to do something.
Yeah.
I was thinking they were going to add a couple of more tiers and swap some benefits around and double Diamond, like Blue Diamond. MSC just added Blue Diamond.
Right.
And so now they went from 10,000 for Diamond to 25,000. That's a big gap, but it gives people something to earn toward.
Right.
And you have to sail once every 5 years to maintain to show that you're still loyal to the brand.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be once every 3 years to prove that you're loyal, or once every 2 years. Something like if Carnival did that, if they said you have to cruise, and I'm curious what your thoughts are. If they said, hey, you have to cruise once or twice every couple of years to show that you are still loyal to us, would that be something that you could get behind? I could get behind that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Right.
Because yes, I will. If you say that I have to sail a couple of times every couple of years,
okay,
sure.
Fine.
But if you tell me I have to spend $34,000 every couple of years, I don't know.
That's too steep.
No.
Too steep. She's a managing partner of a popular steakhouse.
That's awesome.
You will get a holy hat.
That's fantastic. I love that.
And we caught up. Marcy said, Tommy said, now the VIRP, rich instead
very
of fun.
important, rich person. Oh,
That's
is
great.
a good point. Yeah. So honestly, what do you think? If Carnival said you have to sail 4 times in a 2-year period,
oh, that's done.
Done. Like, no, do you think? Would you be frustrated by that? Would cruisers be upset? Or like, how
are you saying to maintain your status?
Maintain your status, yeah, to show that you're still loyal to the brand.
I think that that's an easy way for them to keep people loyal.
And
to not make people so upset and mad about everything.
Right. I mean, so Amy, you could get behind that. I could get behind that too. Yeah.
Scratch Adams. Everyone sell all of your Carnival stock now. Let's send a point to them, and they can't do this. I pray they backtrack on this decision.
It'll be interesting to see how this program looks a year from now. We'll all a year from now, because we've subscribed to the channel. We'll all come back a year from now, and we'll rewatch this, and we'll say, how much of it did they keep? Did people go out and try other cruise brands? Because here's the thing: if people are just like, okay, it is what it is, I'm going to keep sailing, and oh well, I'm frustrated, but I'm going to keep sailing. Carnival is not really going to have any incentive to say, gosh,
no.
And worse, other cruise lines are going to say, well, Carnival did this and they didn't have an issue, we should do this. Can you imagine if Royal said, hey, you Diamond cruisers, yes, you got your 4 free drinks every single day, you're gonna have to re-earn that every 2 years.
Because Royal was smart from the beginning of this current program, where they go up enough nights to be able to accommodate that.
It's true.
Having a cap at 200 was way too short. They sold themselves short for all of the people that cruised.
But time out. Remember back in 2012, 13, when this program launched.
How easy would it have been to add that when they started to see the influx of all these bookings?
I don't.
That's an easy add.
I don't disagree. I think.
Just saying.
I think this massive change, this massive dollop of change, is a result of Carnival not addressing the issue sooner. I mean, how many years, Brandy, I know we've talked about this, on those journey sailings. Sorry, you don't get your benefits. There's just too many of you. And it's true. They needed to address this a long time ago. They didn't. And so now they're saying, hey, we're going to scrap it. And now it's going to be all about the money that you give to us. That's going to prove your loyalty, whether or not you're willing to give us this money.
Right. And again, most people only get a couple of weeks of vacation per year. It's not easy for them to make that spend.
Yes.
Y'all, it has been fantastic.
Oh my God, there are 85 or 87 still here. What questions do you have? Are there other questions that you have? I know we've got a video that we're going to premiere, but I don't want to let the 85 down.
Well, I think we've answered everything because we caught up to their comments.
Okay.
So here's the deal. Here's our ask. All right.
Oh, right. He's got an ask.
We're going to put that video out.
Just make it live.
We're going to make it live. We'll premiere it.
Just make it live. But that way,
it's scheduled to premiere as well.
Oh, it's scheduled to premiere. Yeah. Can't we just make it live?
I mean, we can if you'd rather.
That way anyone.
Because then they can't interact if we don't have it as a premiere.
Oh.
Yeah. So
they can leave comments.
They can leave comments, but it's going to be a little bit more delayed.
Okay, we'll premiere.
Here's the thought. Watch that video. And then, if you haven't done it already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notification bell.
I think they have. I think they've all subscribed.
We're going to get this Saturday, Sail Talk Saturday, scheduled while that premiere is happening. So that this way you can come back to us on Saturday when we host our regularly scheduled Sail Talk Saturdays. That's 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Yep. We come back to you live, and we'll talk and sound off through more of these concerns and questions that you may have.
And several of you have said, I need a couple of days to digest all of this. I need to just kind of take a breath and think, is this going to be as bad as it looks like it's going to be? Oh, Connie, I am pulling that up on the screen right now.
You can't pull that up. Oh, okay, I guess you can.
I am pulling that up on the screen. I love that. So y'all,
thank you.
We absolutely love this cruise community that we have been building. Thank you to folks like Connie, to Blake, to Amethyst, to Amy, to all of.
Marcy,
I shouldn't start off because I'm going to leave someone off. I don't mean to. There's a lot of you on here. Thank you, honestly, for being here, for sharing your thoughts, kind of listening to us go on about this program as loyal Carnival cruisers. And I would say, I mean, there probably are a couple of people that are more loyal than us out there. There are probably a couple of people that have sailed more than us, but we are pretty dang loyal, y'all. We are pretty dang loyal. And so it's a big deal to us. This is a big deal. Yeah. It's a big deal change. But we're so excited to have you part of this community as we tell you about future Carnival changes, as well as all of the other adventures. I mean, look at
There's some
Oh, look at all
carnival
those
stuff.
trophies.
The trophies back here over my shoulder. Yeah.
What are going to happen to the VIFP trophies?
Sir.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No more.
Okay. We'll have a lot more
We
to
will.
go. Okay.
Deb, I'm most upset for my little grandkids who were excited in trying the platinum someday. Two idiots, one ship. Don't just describe. Tell your friends and family to describe too. Thank you so much, Brian and Christopher. We appreciate that.
I love that. I thought you said describe.
I'm going to star that. We're going to need cocktails to talk about this again. Joshua, just bring a mimosa if you're on the West Coast to Sail Talk Saturday.
Yes.
And if you're on the East Coast, well, it's a little bit later.
You can still bring a cocktail. Why couldn't you bring? You're bringing. Oh, a mimosa.
I said a mimosa.
That's fair. That's fair.
Megan C. Yep, Deb, my kids are starting from scratch now. Megan C. It stinks. Deb Moser, such a kick in the gut. You can buy them for status. Where's y'all's home port?
Oh my gosh, you can use your points in the gift shop. You can buy the trophies in the gift shop, and that will earn you stars. I like the way you think. Okay.
There's Blake bringing the drinks to the table. Brian wants to know what our home port. It varies. Our closest would be Long Beach.
Yes.
But
we sailed out of Miami a lot. We sailed out of Florida a lot. Yes. Hey, y'all, thank you so much. Truly, I know this is a big change. It's a big deal change. We're going to be talking about this for some time to come. Yes. Rocky talked about Sail Talk Saturday.
Yep.
We're putting in the full video where we talk about the announcement. I think I'm going to change that image. But hey,
okay. That's fine. We'll change it later.
We're going to put the full video in. Yep. Go watch it. We walk you through step by step. Leave a comment, like it, share it, and help us grow. Help us reach 14,000 on the channel. Please. We just broke 13,000. We'd love to reach 14,000. Help us do that. Spread the word. Spread the love. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I put the link into the chat. Head on over there, or you can just go to our website or our YouTube channel if you haven't done that already, and you will be able to get access to the video. There is a 2-minute countdown, so we will see you over there. We're going to premiere it live, so feel free to bring your questions over to the premiere of that video. We'll see you there. Thanks you again for being here.
Thank you.
Bye.